What's up, y'all? I'm Jim Ansel. This is Real Deal Outdoors. So I got a pretty cool tip for y'all that'll hopefully help you catch some more fish this summer. So check it out, y'all. One of my favorite lures to fish with is a topwater frog. You know, being that for most of my life I've only had bank access, a topwater frog is an absolute must to carry in my bag. You know, being a bank angler has its limitations, and one of those is we can't access a lot of the spots that we would like to access. Oftentimes, the only holes that we've got access to are grassed up so thick it's hard to get a lure in there. That's where these topwater frogs really shine. You know, they're totally weedless. You can throw them up in the thickest grass. You're not gonna have any trouble getting hung up. And bass just seem to love these things. You're gonna have some of the most fun that you've ever had fishing when you fish with a topwater frog. And you're gonna experience some epic blow-ups. Now, over the years, companies have developed all kinds of different topwater frogs that you can use in different circumstances. You know, you got your traditional topwater walking frog. That's that classic topwater frog that's gonna come through the muck really easily. You know, it gives you kind of a walk the dog action in open water, and it's just a killer in grass mats. But in recent years, we've seen stuff like the popping frog. That's gonna give you kind of the same action as you're gonna get from a topwater popper. The benefit of that is you don't have the two treble hooks hanging down on the bottom. You can throw this thing up in the slop and it's gonna come through just like that traditional topwater frog. But one of my favorite lures that's come out in recent years is the buzz frog. A couple of different companies make these things. Teckle's got a really cool one called the Sprinker, but here lately I've been using the buzz frog from Blitz lures a lot more. So the benefit of these buzz frogs, they've got these soft plastic legs that have these boot tails on the back. And when you retrieve that, it creates a buzzing sound on the surface, as well as a bubble trail. You know, if you're fishing in dirty water, it's gonna be great to use because it creates that sound, it creates that commotion on the surface. That's gonna grab a bass's attention, even if it can't see the lure. Now, I've caught quite a few fish on these buzz frogs since I've started using them, and they quickly become one of my favorite baits in my tackle bag. Now, they're an awful lot like your soft plastic toad. You know, like Strike King's got their buzz toad, Googan Squads have got their Googan Toad. Now the main thing that separates these two is the hollow body that you get on your buzz frog. You know, it's got the same kind of body that you're gonna get on your traditional topwater frogs, whereas those soft plastic toads sink when you stop them. So with your buzz frog, you're gonna be able to change your cadence up, you're gonna be able to make pauses, you're gonna be able to do all kinds of stuff to help trigger strikes. So what I wanna show you guys today is how to take your regular old walking frog, that typical topwater frog that we talked about. And I'm gonna show you guys how to turn that into a buzz frog with something that most of us carry in our tackle bags all the time. So let's jump right into this thing and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. All right guys, so check this out. What we've got here is just your typical topwater walking frog, right? This is a filthy frog from Googan Squad. And what we're gonna do is just make a couple of slight modifications to this guy and we're gonna turn it into a buzz frog. It's gonna completely change the action of this frog and it's gonna hopefully get you guys more bites. And like I said, this is gonna be done with something that most of us carry all the time with us. Most of you guys are gonna have this in your tackle bag, so everybody should be able to make these modifications. It should be pretty easy to do on the fly if you're in a pinch. All right, so anyway, the first thing that I like to do is I like to take the tail off. And with these, it's pretty easy. You can just pull them right out. All right, there you go. Tail's all gone now. And now comes the trick. So I got my crappie box out right here. Really, it's my panfish box. It can be for any kind of panfish. And I'm gonna pull out a couple of grubs. You guys see where I'm going with this? So I got a couple of Berkeley Power grubs here. And at this point in the video, some of you guys are thinking, what in the world is he gonna do? And some of you guys are probably looking at it saying, you know exactly where this is going. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our topwater frog and you're gonna depress that body in a little bit so that you can expose those hooks. All right, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your grub and you're gonna slide it on the hook. All right, and you're gonna do that on both sides. Just like that. And there you go, guys. That's it. That's all you gotta do to make yourself a buzz frog. Now, this is pretty much gonna give you the same kind of action that you're gonna get from your soft plastic toad, but you're gonna have the benefit of the hollow body, which is gonna allow you guys to pause it, change your cadence. You're gonna be able to do a lot of different things to help you trigger strikes. It might not look the prettiest, but it'll get the job done. And if you don't want your legs to be quite this long, you can always cut those grubs down a little bit and make them just the length that you want. But I usually just leave them whole like that. All right, so there you guys go, man. It's a really simple modification that you can use to turn pretty much any topwater frog into a buzzbait. I hope that tip will come in handy for some of y'all this year, hopefully to help you catch more bass, especially during the summer months. Now, I've been doing it for a pretty long time and it's worked out pretty well for me. Hey, if any of y'all have ever heard of this technique before, let me know down in the comments section. I haven't seen too much information about it out there online. A friend of mine told me about it a long time ago. I've been using it ever since. Also, if you guys try this technique out and it works for you, I'd love to hear about it. Well, hey y'all, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me. I know that I haven't been creating content on a real regular basis. It's just been so much stuff going on. Life has just been really busy. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, if you liked the tip, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. That helps me out a lot with YouTube. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the content that I am releasing and to get some more tips like this to help you out on the water. Well, I hope y'all are staying safe out there. I hope you're staying healthy. Hopefully you guys are having a better fishing season than what I've been having, because it's been awful here. Bank fishing has just been a no-go, and I haven't even had much luck out in the boat, so it's been a weird year here. I'm hoping the fishing will pick up pretty soon. I'll be able to make some more content for you guys out on the water. But until then, tight lines.